Reggie here, your friendly neighborhood bodybuilder and comic book collector, and I want to welcome you to another one of my live streams. This is the Ready, Set, Go preview show. This is the show where I basically give you guys a heads up as to most of what is going to be coming out from the channel over the course of the week. And as part of that, we typically talk about some news and some other interesting topics oftentimes that you guys bring up in the chat. And then we also give away a really cool book. So we're going to work our way through the agenda today. It is a little bit of a loose agenda, and it's a loose agenda because I'm going to be taking my cues in some respects from what you guys actually talk about here in the room. Instead of packing it full of all the things that I think are interesting, we're going to kind of roll with the punches and see where the conversation takes us. But we are going to get started in just a moment after I give a shout out to the comic book soldiers who have joined me here in the room already within the first, not even first minute or so. There are 50 of you guys here in the room, and I want to say thank you for taking time out of your respective days and evenings to actually spend a little bit of time here with us at the Regie Collects channel. So I want to say hello to Steve. Chris Barrett is in the house. Johnny Future's here. Chuck Hennessy. I think I'm saying that. Hensey, maybe. Chuck put me on. He sent me a comic. It was a magazine. It was really dope. I released it in a video earlier this week for Space 1999. And he was like, it's part of a TV show. I had never heard of it. So I had to look it up, and I'm on episode like 3 right now, and I am hooked. It is an awesome show. So if you guys have never seen Space 1999, check it out. It's on YouTube. It's free, and it is pretty entertaining. I'm upset because episode 2 is actually missing from the online service that I'm actually looking at it through. So I'm not too happy about that, but definitely a really cool show. Scrolling through the names here, Gray is in the house. Steven said hello to you already. Scrolling through the names, look like you, the 3 of you guys, Johnny Future, Steven, and Chris Bear, were having a fantastic conversation. The almighty Liger King, how you doing, my friend? It is good to see you. Scrolling through the names here, who else do we have? Randy is in the house. How you doing, my friend? It's good to see you. Mike McNeil is in the house. Scrolling through the names, I think I saw Tina in here somewhere. Metropolis Kid is here. Wayne McDonald with the blue wrench. It's good to see you, my friend. Rush Diehard is here talking about getting a cabinet made. So if you guys can help him out with some carpentry work, hit him up. He's up in Canada. Scrolling through the names here, Eddie's Mullet is in the house. Tina is indeed here. Mark Tripp is here. It is good to see all you guys. And again, I want to thank everyone who took time out of their day to actually join me. I don't know about you guys, but my head was spinning yesterday. My head was spinning with all of the crazy news that was getting dropped from Marvel down at San Diego Comic-Con. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I am regretting my decision not to go to that show. I don't know that I fully appreciated the significance of that con. And if I could do it all over again, I would go. And so I am drawing a line in the sand for myself personally. I am going to go to this con next year. And I'm going to go because I think it is a very important con to attend because of everything that happens there. I was looking at it from the standpoint of crowds and lines and travel and the fact that I had just gotten back into town. That's how I was looking at it instead of what it really was, which is a major con where news is literally being broken. And so I am regretting not going, but I am committed to going next year. If I am in California next year, I am going to go to the San Diego Comic-Con. I may never go to another con after but I am going to be there because there was all kinds of just stupid news that was released yesterday. And I'm going to get to some other things here in the agenda in just a couple of moments. But one of the things that I do want to do is I want to talk just very briefly about what is about to happen over the next couple of weeks. It's already started. And what is happening is speculation is going to get out of control. With all of the movies that were announced, all of the streaming services and all that other stuff that was announced yesterday, speculation is going to get out of control. There people are going to some degree start making things up. There's going to be a lot of people reading into things. And as we've talked about here on the channel, no one really knows what's going to happen, but there's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be a sense of urgency to jump on the next thing that is out there that people are talking about is going to be hot. And I just want to make a note of caution to say, think about it. Think about it before you pull the trigger. Think about it. TJ's like, stupid buying is what is going to happen. I don't want people to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I've done some speculation stuff recently, and I'm going to do some more, to be honest with you. But in all cases, I just want everyone to pump their brakes and to think just a little bit before they plunk down their hard-earned money on something. You know what I'm saying? There is going to be that desire to get in. There's going to be that desire to not be left behind. There's going to be that desire to want to participate, to be part of what is happening. I encourage everyone to stop and think before they pull the trigger, whether it be on eBay or face-to-face, whether it's at a con or a local comic shop, or whether you're trying to buy something from someone locally. Just pause and think just a little bit. And that's kind of why I call this one speculation gone wild, because that's what I see is going to happen. And I just want everybody to make smart decisions where they don't regret it. They don't put themselves in a hole. They don't put themselves in a bad place, So there you go. That is my cautionary note. Hawaiian punch in your face. How you doing, man? Thor. Jane Foster skyrocketed like crazy. I think everything is about to get out of control. Some variants are cheap compared to cover A of Thor 1. I think that things are about to get out of control for sure. James, how you doing, my friend? I just want everybody to be smart about the things that they're doing. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, that is the goal. So next week, CBSI Hot 10 should be interesting. Yeah, because you can just like probably throw a stone, hit a book, and that's going to be the hot book. You know what I'm saying? Scrolling through some of the comments here. On vacation this week, missed entering the slab. So NC Slabjack says he missed it this week, so that doesn't count towards his losing streak. So here's what I did do is I did write down a list of all of the movies and streaming TV shows that I heard about. And these are the ones that I heard about officially through Marvel. There's been some other people that are making rumors about some other things that are happening, but I want to run through these real quick just in case somebody kind of missed some of this stuff, because I thought it was a nice thing to do, as part of this whole speculation craze, right? So here we go. What has been announced and seems to actually have some official, sign off, right, to talk about publicly is the Black Widow. The Black Widow is with Scarlett Johansson is supposed to drop May of 2020. I think that is one of the next ones that is coming up in 2020. After that is November of 2020. It is going to be Eternals with Angelina Jolie. And what was interesting about that is that they actually cast Selma Hayek as Ajax. And was Ajax? I thought Ajax. I'd have to go back and look at that. I can't remember if Ajax was a man or a woman. So I want to go back and look at that because I may be confusing my character. So put a pin in that one. Shang-Chi is coming up after that in February of 2021. After that, it is Doctor Strange. Strange is, I guess, going to be traveling the multiverse or something like that with possibly a secret Defenders team or a Defenders team. I think there's some speculation about that. That is actually supposed to be happening in May of 2021. After that, November of 2021 is Thor. And the movie that a lot of people are really excited about is Blade. I did not see any official dates on that one. Maybe you guys did. I didn't see any... Chris Barrett, you're funny. I didn't see any official dates on Blade, but people are really excited about that one. That movie seemed to have the least amount of information. They announced Ali is actually going to be a Blade, who played in the TV show. Luke Cage was in Luke Cage. He did a really good job in that, and he is a pretty talented actor, but I did not see any official dates for that. Maybe you guys did see. But I see somebody making a comment here about Chris Barrett. They actually are saying that this is the real Mandarin. The real Mandarin will actually be in Shang-Chi, and it was like 10 rings of something or another. I didn't write down the name of it, but it's pretty clear from that title that the Mandarin is going to be the main character or the main villain in the Shang-Chi movie. And some people described it as Iron Fist, only Asian and cooler. That was the way that somebody described Shang-Chi. And Dakota Kessler is pointing out that Blade is basically TBD. Yeah, there you go. I think that it is, based upon everything that I saw, Blade was TBD. But that is the movie that a lot of people are really excited about. Johnny Future's asking about the Gibbon, the Marvel's next biggest superstar. That is actually 2022. That is, the Gibbon will be the focal point of phase 4, which is going to start in 2022. So we're going to have to wait for that one. More to come. More to come. Get your Amazing Spider-Man 110s right now while they're cheap. A lot of people are excited about the Blade, but I'm going to be honest with you. The movie that I'm most excited about is Eternals. And I'll tell you more about that in just a moment. The Gibbon coming 2099. Oh man. So NC Slapjacks, I am right there with you, my friend. Disney streaming service. There is a host. There's a host of new shows that are going to be coming out from the Disney streaming service. And it looks like 2021 is going to be a big year for Marvel. 2021 is going to be a big year for Marvel, whether you're talking about movies or the streaming service. And here's the rundown. In the fall of 2020, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be getting their own TV show. That one should be pretty cool. I'm actually pretty excited about that one. I like Falcon, and I definitely dig the Winter Soldier. In the spring of 2021, Wanda and Vision are going to be getting their own TV show. Spring of 2021, Loki is also going to drop. And that should be pretty good. And I have a feeling that one's going to be very interesting with the mischievous god. In the summer of 2021, What If? And I think this is going to be an animated show. Summer 2021, What If is going to be animated. And they were saying that many of the actors that played roles in the MCU will be reprising their roles for this animated series that is going to drop in the summer of 2021. And then the very last one that they announced that is going to be on the streaming service is Hawkeye. Hawkeye in the fall of 2021. And this is where Jeremy, I can't remember Jeremy's last name, something with an R, but Jeremy is going to be back, and they're going to be introducing Kate Bishop, which may or may not be the daughter from the movie. But as I mentioned, 2021 is going to be a big year because you have what is it? 3 movies, at least 3 movies. Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange, and Thor dropping in 2021. And then you also have WandaVision, Loki, and the What If series, and also Hawkeye, all dropping in 2021. That is 7 different initiatives. 7, nope, yes, 7. I can add 7 different initiatives that are taking place in 2021, which is massive. That is a ton. And what's interesting, Rittner, is that how you say it? Renner, Rittner? I don't know, because I can butcher a name. Victor is asking where it is on the Disney streaming service. All 5 of those TV shows that I just mentioned are going to be on the Disney streaming service. I have no clue how much it costs. I probably won't even sign up for it, just being honest, because between Amazon Prime streaming, Hulu, Netflix, do I really need a fourth? And technically, Disney owns, what is it, like 60% or something like that of Hulu. So maybe they'll, have pity on me and let something leak through Hulu so I can partake. So we'll see about that. Jacob says no T in that last name. How about, I was doing good with the first name. I was impressed that I remembered the first name, knowing that I'm not a big person on stars. But my thing is that there are a lot of movies, a lot of TV shows that are going to be dropping. There's going to be a ton of speculation that is going to be happening. There's going to be a ton of people offering books up for sale. Featuring the first appearance of this character, first appearance of that character. It is going to get out of control. And so just a cautionary note, think about it before you plunk down your hard-earned cash on something, because this is a lot. This is a lot of movies. There's a lot of TV shows. This is a lot of characters, a lot of first appearances. It's going to be very, very interesting. So TJ saying that there's supposed to be a special Hulu Disney package. That's what's up. That I need a 2-for-1 because I already have one. So they should just give me the other. Tyler says I'll hook you up with the password. Don't get me jammed up. Send me a message on email. We'll talk about it. Netflix is Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Netflix is the bomb, brother. Netflix is the bomb. Is the bomb. Kingpin is saying that the Disney, what is that? No, the DC universe doesn't look good, but Disney streaming is going to be fire. We shall see what happens. So again, definitely regretting. Wayne McDonald's asking if the Disney streaming service is going to be available in Canada. Does anybody know that? Johnny Future talking about, I'm surprised that eBay hasn't crashed with all the buying and selling. Man, it is going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy out there in these streets for all of these hot books, all of these hot first appearances and cameo appearances. It is going to get hot in these streets. I'm telling you. So just be careful before you drop all that cash. And here's the thing, everything is about to become a key. Everything is about to be a key. Hulu announcements are coming to I'm telling you that is one of the other things, is that everything is about to become a key. And that's why a couple of months ago, I dropped that one video where it's like, well, what is a key? What is a key really? Because in every comic, something important happens. And so every comic book technically is important, but is it really a key? And in that vein, does it really warrant crazy amounts of money? Does every book warrant crazy amounts of money? But what we're about to see potentially is every single book is going to be super hot and super high. So it's going to be interesting. TJ Slam Dragon is saying Disney is going worldwide. Disney is taking everything over. So here we go. So here's one of the things that I've been noodling, right? This is why the Eternals movie is my favorite movie. This is the one that I'm excited out of everything that is on this list. Just being honest, I'm most excited about the Eternals. Why? I'm excited about the Eternals because I firmly believe that they are about to lay the foundation for mutants coming into the MCU. That is my belief. And it's not like I'm the first to come up with that. Other people have speculated, but I've been saying it consistently that this is the movie that is going to be the future. When we talk about, in my opinion, 2023, 2024, we are talking the dawn of the mutants, right? If you go back to what we've been talking about over the last a little bit, we've been talking about Eternals is the movie that's going to be hot. Buy Eternal comics if you can afford them, because some of them are still affordable. But that comic what Jack Kirby did is laying the foundation for mutants. And if you look at what Jonathan Hickman is doing, Jonathan Hickman is laying the foundation for mutants in the MCU. And so this movie with the Eternals is a standalone movie, I think, right? That happens long before everything that we're seeing right now in the MCU phases. And it is going to basically say, here's how mutants came into being. And then Jonathan Hickman is going to say, now that mutants are here through Eternals, here is how mutants are going to rock the MCU. So come 2022 and 2023, it is going to be about the mutants. And so a lot of people are saying, well, maybe the mutants will be introduced. Maybe you will see a character, right? In 2021, maybe you will. But I think it'll be after that. Phase 5 is when we're really going to see the mutants, potentially even when we're going to see the Fantastic Four, right? I don't know. I don't know if Marvel is going to, on top of this major announcement, announce other movies being made. I don't know. But my gut is telling me 2022, 2023 is when we're going to start seeing some of this other big stuff. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. No, I'm not buying that. Rye is saying, heads up. I know Star Wars isn't your thing, but Darth Vader 25 is going to be a go-getter. I'm not origin tweak. I'm not buying that. Luke, I am your father. I tease Carter with that all the time. I think if people are interested in Darth Vader, they should definitely check it out. One of the things that I've been trying to do consistently, and I've deviated from it just a little bit because I'm human, right? Is I try to really stick to what my focus is, and I like spandex. I'm a superhero guy, you know what I'm saying? And so I would not pick up that book, but if folks are into Star Wars and all that kind of stuff, I think they should definitely pick it up. And Ryan, thank you for the heads up on that, brother. I definitely appreciate that. Anthony Garcia said Eternals, Doctor Strange, Thor, then the rest. Yes, sir. The Doctor Strange should be pretty interesting because that's going to introduce, even though the multiverse is already in the MCU through the Spider-Man movie, I think that what Doctor Strange is going to do is to break it all open. I think that's what's going to happen. Doctor Strange is really going to lay the foundation for the multiverse in a real big way, because it almost seems that that's going to be almost a standalone movie because it's not called Doctor Strange 2. It is basically like Doctor Strange and then whatever that rest of that title was. So Eternals will drop after the movie, just like Thor 132. Maybe, maybe. I mean, Eternals has been hot since like last year. Now will it drop? I don't know. I honestly don't know because it's not like stratosphere high right now, even for a 9.8, right? If you look at the FMV for some of those books, they're not stupidly expensive, you know? But I don't know. I don't know. That and that's just the honest truth of it, JS. I really don't know what the future holds. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. Don't know, Reggie. That sounds like very Inhuman origin. Like which one? Greek. Geek is saying I don't know. That sounds very Inhumans like. Scrolling down through some of the comments here. Zorro, how you doing, my friend? Moon Knight. JS is throwing out Moon Knight in Phase 6. You guys love some Moon Knight. Multiverse of Madness. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Kingpin Comics. So yeah, the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, I think, is going to lay a lot of that foundation for some crazy stuff that'll happen out there in the world. So my man Carter Lee, how you doing, my friend? Has one of the best names around, Carter Lee. Even the naming convention seems to be changing for Phase 4. You know, it seems like this. I don't know that this phase is like a throwaway phase, but it is almost like a bunch of standalone movies, a bunch of like hodgepodge stuff. And it's probably going to connect, right? Because that's what Marvel does, is they're probably going to, have some way to kind of tie it together. But it almost seems like an interim phase, not a throwaway phase, because I think Eternals is going to be a big movie. I think Doctor Strange will potentially be a big movie. If they do Blade correctly, then Blade could introduce a whole new realm of possibilities with all of these supernatural things that are built into Blade, and then they can tie it back to Doctor Strange if they want to, like what they did in that the one shot, the Blade Wolverine thing. But this is almost like we need to buy some time, right? And that's why I was saying that 2021 seems like it's going to be a big year, because they're going to be making movies, gearing up for 2021, knowing that the next phase, again, in my mind, is going to be right on the horizon. And that's going to be the bigger phase of like what we just saw over the last 10 years spread across 20 some odd movies, right? I think that that's where the real meat will be for the future, not necessarily in this set of movies that's going to be coming out. My guess is that these movies are going to be good. They're probably going to be good, but they're not going to be, I don't think, the kind of crazy stuff that we just saw in this last phase. But it's all speculation, right? Speculation gone wild. There we go. This is more about pushing Disney Plus, is what JLS is saying. Could be, brother. I mean, they just dropped a whole lot of money for Marvel, to get the rights back for Fox and all this other stuff. So, I mean, they have a ton of money that they've made already off of the movies over the last 10 years. But yeah, it could be about getting this streaming service up and off the ground and off to a very fast start. So, Marvel movies are really good, says Steven. You are correct, sir. So Tom Garcia is talking about Wesley Snipes. I know a lot of people are really upset about the Wesley Snipes thing. And, my thing is, I never thought Wesley was going to get it. I'm just being honest. I never thought Wesley was going to get it. I think Wesley was an incredible Blade back in the day. I might even watch it again because I actually do like Blade. From what I've heard, and this is all rumor, it can be completely wrong. I've heard that Wesley Snipes is not the best person to work with, and so if you have a person who is not necessarily the best person to work with, do you want to sign them up for a long-term deal that could last the next 10 years? And Wesley isn't exactly a young man. I think he's 51 or something like that. So 10 years, it was 61. Can he really be jumping around playing Blade? Now, could he be somewhere in the movie? Potentially. And they may end up doing it. They may end up pulling him into the movie to pay tribute to what he did, which was to lay a very strong foundation for the MCU to be introduced. But to make him Blade, I think that would have potentially been a mistake. This other character has the acting chops. He is younger. I think he's like in his 40s, I want to say. And he's solid. He's solid. I don't know that he has the martial arts ability of a Michael White. But the dude can act. The dude has some talent. So here we go. Rye is basically saying he thinks that Blade is probably going to tie in with Spider-Man and Morbius. Maybe not Morbius because Morbius is Sony. But it could tie in with some of the Spider-Man stuff. I could see that. I could see some of the Doctor Strange stuff. I could see Mephisto eventually being introduced. Some of the more underworld, nefarious type of things that go bump in the dark. I could see Werewolf at Night. I could see Moon Knight. I could see some of that stuff coming out of like the Blade. If that does well, it could swing into that like Marvel After Dark kind of stuff. I could definitely see that. So there may be something there. Ali is going to make Blade fire, says from heroes to icons. I could not agree more, my friend. I think that's going to be dope. Zora said he's still waiting for She-Hulk. Yeah, well, they did kind of play around with that a couple of weeks ago, right? Or no, a couple of months ago. They were talking about I think it was Mark Ruffalo coming in, him basically phasing out while introducing Jen Walters. So I don't know what's up with that. We may see that at some point, Maybe Ant-Man, major plot points for Avengers Infinity. No one saw that coming. Well said about that. Scrolling to Kingpin is saying that Disney streaming will be loaded with content. Yeah, brother. I think that they are going to try to make that streaming service very competitive because they have so much amazing content, Snipes is too old, says Anthony Garcia. I would agree. Wayne McDonald saying the same thing. Pedro was in the house. How you doing, my friend? Chris Barrett saying that he said Chris Barrett's like, he is not old. Yeah, brother, he's old, but black don't crack. So I want Ant-Man 3. I could dig an Ant-Man 3. I could dig that. Scrolling through some of the comments here, but Eternals as Stanley and Jack Kirby signed, but not true. Kirby's signature not verified. I think that was something else. TJ Watson is basically saying that Wesley is too old to be a realistic Blade. I would have to agree with that, unless he's a geriatric Blade. I was hoping for Michael Jai White. Yeah, that would have been cool, Pedro. I would have to agree, especially after seeing that one shot, man, where they set us up, made us think that it was going to be him. But he too is not necessarily a young man. I think he's only a couple of years younger than Wesley Snipes. I think he's only a couple of years younger. I think somebody else and I were talking about that. And again, Connie, I definitely agree. I think that he was an awesome Blade. Completely agree with that. But for the future, I don't know if he would have been the right character. So yeah, it's all good. I mean, Tyler, you make me laugh. Tyler says Snipes only, not my Blade. Then he says, just kidding. This dude's going to kill it. He is going to kill it. He is really, I don't know how you say his first name. We are just going to go with Mr. Ali is the new Blade. And Steven is basically saying that Wesley Snipes is a tax diva. No, he went to the penitentiary. He is not a diva anymore. He's been busted and served lots of time. Rocket Racer and the Gibbon. Sign me up for that one. I'm on board with that one. So again, there's a lot of really fantastic movies that are coming out from the MCU and also from the Disney streaming service. One of the things that I have in the back of my head is, like, I don't know if like that What If series that they are dropping is going to result in comics actually going up in value. And I think you saw some pop with the Spider-Man Spider-Verse cartoon, but that was really dope. But I don't know if you're going to see that same kind of pop with the What If series. So that's kind of something that's in the back of my mind. I don't know if the TV shows will have as much impact as a movie, but they could. It depends upon if they're really, really good. Like Daredevil has gone up, and I don't know that Daredevil has come down, even though the Netflix series has been canceled. We talked about that before. But one more time, I just want to have everyone to think just a little bit before they actually start to pop down all of their money, their hard-earned money, for some of the speculation that is going to run rampant in the next coming weeks, are related to all of this stuff. So just a cautionary note. So we have a ton of great content that is going to be coming out from the channel over the course of this week. I was in Detroit recently, as many of you guys know. So I think I'm dropping at least one video this week with a recap of my trip to Detroit. I think it's a fun video. I actually hit up multiple shops over a couple of different days. I kind of collapsed it all into one video. I think it's a somewhat long video, but hopefully an entertaining one. I'm dropping, what am I dropping? I'm dropping a hunting video. I'm dropping a couple of vlogs. I will probably put out a podcast tonight for people that are driving to work tomorrow. We'll be able to listen to a new podcast from me. Like I said, I have another vlog that is going to be dropping. I have an AOK video that I'm going to drop, and then also a haul video. So lots of videos that are going to be coming out this week. Nothing too crazy, but I think solid videos. So my hope is that you guys will take some time to check those videos out. They will be releasing, as always, Monday through Friday at 3:30 p.m. Pacific time. That's always the time that the videos drop. And then, of course, we will be going live on Sunday at 7:30 as part of the Ready, Set, Go preview show. Next week, I may do trivia night. Next week. I have some things that are in the works. If it happens, I will definitely let you guys know in advance. I already have the books. Shout out to Vika for sponsoring trivia night for the last several months. Already have the books. We may do trivia night, so definitely stay tuned to the community tab and also to the live streams that are going to be doing this upcoming week. And I may go live at least once or twice this upcoming week. I have a couple of more spec videos that I do want to do around the X-Men, because I really believe in what Jonathan Hickman is going to be doing related to the X-Men and the impact that it's going to have on the future. So I want to continue talking to you guys about some of these low cost X-Men books. And shout out to everyone that actually did their research and picked up some of these books over the last couple of days. Few people have tagged me on their posts where they went out and got some of these books for like $1 or $2. That's the kind of spec that I really dig. Cheap stuff that you will enjoy, that has some potential to have some pop. Don't spend hundreds of dollars on some of this stuff. So shout out to everybody that did their research and decided to pull the trigger on that. And of course, please tune in to the live shows and also the pre-recorded that are going to be dropping. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the book that we're going to be giving away. Stay tuned, because you don't want to miss the book that is going to be given away this coming week, because I think it's a good book. This is the book that is actually going to be given away tonight. This is X-Men Gold number 1, 9.8. This book has been signed 4 times by 4 creators, Bob McLeod, Walt, and Louise Simonson. Chris Claremont have all signed this book. It's definitely a really cool book, definitely a fantastic cover. So this is the book that is going to be given away. So the winner will actually get that. The winner will get a copy of this exclusive variant. This is a GoCollect variant. GoCollect is also sponsoring the slab that I just showed you 2 seconds ago. So shout out to them for putting us in a position to be able to give away this stuff every single week. The winner will also get their choice of a distressed GoCollect t-shirt or a pin from GoCollect. This thing is a pin, and it also has like that padded stylus to use with your phone or your iPad or something like that. So the winner will have their choice of either the t-shirt or the pen, not both, one or the other, and then they'll get the slab and the raw book. So all you have to do, if you are the winner, is to send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com, giving me your government name, your mailing address, and your preference for the pen or the t-shirt. If you pick the t-shirt, I need your size. I only have large and extra large. All right. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to try to flip my screen around here so that you guys can actually see what we are about to do with this list. So there we go. You guys should now be able to see my screen. Here are the 100, I believe, 150 people that were able to find the video in which I basically give them the phrase, and the phrase was Claremont. The phrase was Claremont, which is Chris's last name. They had to enter that into the MailChimp system, which was linked off of the community tab, but 150 people were able to successfully do that. So here are all of those names that we are going to randomize in just one hot second. So we're going to go ahead and roll our dice, and we have rolled 7. 7 is what we have rolled. So we are going to randomize this list a total of 7 times, and then we are going to declare our winner of the GoCollect giveaway for this week. All right, so let's go ahead. What do we get? 147. I guess after I removed the people with the blank entries and the wrong answers, we came up with 147. So we're going to randomize it. That is the first time. Here is the second time. Here is the third time. Ooh, we have a delay. We have a delay. Here is number 4, number 5, number 6, and the winner of the Go Collect giveaway this week is, drum roll, Comics for Thomas. Comics for Thomas. You are the winner of this week's Go Collect giveaway. Please send me an email to regiecollects@gmail.com with your government name, your mailing address, your preference for either a pin or a t-shirt. If you choose the t-shirt, I need to know your shirt size. Large or extra large are the only 2 sizes that I have. And I will gladly get this awesome package in the mail to you. That is the book. Let me close this window because I can't see. This is the book that is going to be given, that has been given away, and that will be mailed out probably tomorrow morning. If you get me your information along with this right here, I'm going to bundle this stuff up and get it sent out to you guys. So there you go. A couple of more comments here. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, I definitely want to encourage you to do so. That way you can actually stay abreast of not only all the content that I release from the channel, but you can also be eligible to win the giveaways that I do every single week on the channel. A lot of people keep asking, how do I enter? You actually enter the contest by watching the videos that come out Monday through Friday. And in the video, I will say, hey, here is the book of the week. Write down this phrase. You go to the community tab, you click on the post where I say, do you want this book? You click on there, you go to MailChimp. On MailChimp, you enter 3 pieces of information. 2 of them are personal. 1 of them is a phrase from the video. You plug that in and you are entered into the contest. All that we ask is that you be a subscriber to the channel, which is super easy, that you are a resident of the United States, a resident of Canada, or have a mailing address in the US, and you are eligible for the contest. That is pretty much it. So this is a contest that we do every single week. You watch the video Monday through Friday. On Sunday morning, the contest gets shut down. On Sunday night, we reveal the winner. On Monday, the contest starts all over again. So that's one contest. Right now, we also have a 4,000 subscriber contest that is going on right now, where you can actually get, and I don't have it close by, you can actually get a pretty cool book that I'm giving away. It is a slab. I think it's a 9.2. So if you go over to my video page, you actually find the 4,000 subscriber giveaway. You watch that video, it will give you all the details. It is definitely a really cool contest, to check that out. And then earlier this week, we actually did another giveaway. It was like an instant giveaway. Someone, I think, just had to make a comment. If they made a comment by looking at the community tab and reading my post, I just gave them a prize pack, sent it out to a guy. He received it, I think, in like a day and a half or something like that. And we got him all squared away. So there you go. I may do another instant prize this week. We will see. All right. So are you guys ready to see the book, the next book that's going to be given away? And I think the number of people that are in the chat right now is really interesting. Really interesting number of people that was just in the chat. Are you guys ready to see the next book that's going to be given away? Johnny Future says, Reggie, giving all the information without taking a breath is a true radio DJ. Brother, I have a face for TV, but a voice for radio. Oh my goodness. All right. So you guys ready to see the book? If you were follow me on Instagram, you saw I put up 3 books. One of the books was a 9.9. I have never seen a 9.9 in my life. Never held it. Let me restate. I've never held a 9.9. So that was cool. That's part of the reason why I got it. There was a 9.8, and then there was also a 6.5. And so I've decided to give the 6.5 away. Greg is saying that a Hulk 181 is his grail. This is not a Hulk 181. No, sir, it is not. All right, so here we go. Wayne McDonald says he saw it. All right, so I decided to give away the 6.5. I decided to give the 6.5 away, and here's why. It's a dope book. It is a book that was on my want list last year. It took me quite some time to get it. It is cooled off. It is cooled off a little bit, but I think it's still a dope book. All right, you guys tell me. This is the book that we are giving away this coming week. And again, this is all sponsored by GoCollect. Shout out to them for putting us in a position to be able to actually give stuff away like this every single week. This is a 6.5 white pages of X-Men 101. I think that this is really a cool book. This is the book that is going to be given away this week. All you have to do, as I mentioned, is to watch the videos that come on Monday through Friday. And in one of those videos, I'm going to say, hey, do you want to win this book? And I'm going to give you a phrase. Whatever that phrase is, you go over to the community tab, you type it in, and you are in the running. This is a dope book. It is X-Men 101, 6.5 white pages. This is it. From Heroes Icon says he finally got his signed. Oh no, he finally got his an 8.0 signed. Yeah, congrats, brother. Congrats. This one's free though. Okay, that's the difference. This one's free. So here you go. This is the book that is going to be given away. Maybe next week. Maybe next week we'll give away. I don't know. Maybe next week is the 9.9. I haven't decided, to be honest with you. I've had it for a little bit. So I don't know. I may also give this away at some point this week. I got this. Somebody actually personalized it to me that I ordered from. So you can just scratch out, my name and just write your name in there. But this is a piece of original art that was done on canvas that someone sent me as part of purchase. So I may end up giving this away this week because I think it's cool. Maybe someone else will get it. All right. So all you guys have to do is pay attention to the videos that are coming out, and we're going to be dropping that. All right. So thanks for letting me have that book, says Chris. Brother, you were what? 22-0? You're no Babe Ruth, my friend. You are not calling those shots, those home runs out there. That's all I'm saying to you, my friend. That's all I'm saying. You are not calling the shots. Eddie's mullet says the phrase is Gene. I can promise you that the phrase will not be Gene now. Somebody in one of the comments was like, 4K giveaway? No, that is not the answer. That is not the answer. You guys are awesome. So again, stay rumble for it. So no, you can't see the 9.9. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You can't see that. You can't see that. No. A couple of people were guessing. No one got it right. What is that? WIS Comics? How you doing? He says the first time, I guess it's a he, I don't know. First time in chat. Welcome to the live stream. Phase is Phoenix. Phrase is not Phoenix. Anything you guys guess, it won't be that. I'm gonna just come up with some obscure stuff, like Phoenix in like Greek or German or something crazy. Gold Gauntlet is like Regie is holding that book for me. Yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys are hilarious. Regie, I'm 0 for 27 in total with you, 0 for 23. Brother, you are hilarious. Chris, I want to thank you, brother. You are a riot. I definitely enjoy you. I definitely enjoy your sense of humor, my friend. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to talk about? First time in your chat. Dodora 73 says, hello Regie, it is also my first time in your chat. Shout out to you. If you are in it is not Ashes. If this is the first time you are in a live chat, I want to say welcome to you. The channel is growing like crazy. It seems like just yesterday, to be honest with you, that we were at 4,000 subscribers, and I want to say that we are now at like 4,200 subscribers, and it's gone really, really fast. So there are lots of new people here, and I want to thank you guys. I want to thank all of the people that have either been with the channel that for a while, that have recently joined the channel, that are here for the first time. I want to thank all you guys. The people that watch me or listen to me on the podcast, shout out to you guys. I think at last time I looked earlier this week, there were over 300 people that were accessing the vlogs that I do on the podcast. So I definitely want to shout out you guys. I appreciate every single person that takes time out of their respective days to watch me, to listen to me, to interact with me, to send me messages. I had a person right before I went on live said, I've been watching you. I'm a relatively new subscriber, but I just want to say thank you for all the content. I dig all that stuff. I appreciate you guys. I did. Oh, I have not finished that. So Geek is asking, what did I think of the Cosmic Powers books? I have not finished those. I got sidetracked, man. I started reading some of my own stuff, like that Krakoa book, The Journey into Mr. Krakoa. So I got sidetracked with that. I got off into Guardians of the Galaxy from the 90s. I started reading with like issue 1. I'm probably up to like 10. I got hooked on that again. I have a bunch of those signed books from back in the day from the 90s. So I've been reading a bunch of like stuff. I've been meandering. I've been meandering, but I will get back to those cosmic books because I definitely want to check those out. Tina saying we will get you to 5K by the end of the year. Let's go, people. Here's why. because at 5,000 subscribers, there is a comic shop that is out in Stockton, California that has promised to give me something to give away to you guys that is incredible. He didn't tell me what it was, but on his wall, there was like X-Men. He had an X-Men, giant size X-Men 9.6 or 9.4. I can't remember. Gorgeous book. My point is that this guy has an incredible wall of comics. And he basically looked at me. He said, if you reach 5,000 subscribers, I will give you something to give away to those subscribers. So I hope that we reach 5,000. I hope we reach it quickly so that I can give away an awesome book. And hopefully this guy gives us something really awesome. It probably won't be a giant size X-Men 9.6 or 9.4. I can probably guarantee that, but it should be something pretty nice. But shout out to I think it was Grapevine Comics and Cards out in Stockton. I may drive out there at some point this week to hang out with them again because they had some awesome books, and so I may visit again. Don't forget, I do have a video. Oh my goodness. Matt says at 5,000, give away a pet gibbon. Brother, I will give away a pet gibbon if you fly to San Francisco and help me break into the Oakland Zoo where they have gibbons, and we will give away a pet gibbon. I want to say that their enclosures right next to the wolf or tiger enclosure. So we may have to, get our craven on. But Chuck Hennessy is talking about Grimjack. All right, so here's the thing. I have not looked into this, but Chuck hit me to this. Again, some of my subscribers out there hit me to a lot of really cool stuff, like right before news breaks. I don't know how you guys do it, but Chuck hit me to this, and then like 3 hours later, I see an announcement come out. But he hit me to Jim Grimjack. And the fact that the rights to the character are owned by the creators who are Chuck, give me some more details. But I think that the Russo brothers, I think you told me it was the Russo brothers, had basically announced that they are going to do a Grimjack movie. And I don't know a whole lot about Grimjack, but Chuck hit me to this a couple of days ago. So check that out if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff. Don't storm Area 51, storm the zoo. You guys are nuts. The 4K giveaway. Logan is asking what happened to the 4K giveaway. Brother, it is good to see you, Logan. We have not announced that. That could be one of the things that I actually wrap up this coming week. So definitely stay tuned to that. That may be one of the live streams that I actually do, because I want to say it's been at least a week, maybe a week and a half since I announced the 4K giveaway. I need to go back and look at it. I think only about 800 people have seen that video out of 4,000. So I feel kind of bad cutting it off too soon. But that giveaway, I don't know how many people have signed up, so I actually need to look at that. But I may actually wrap up the 4,000 subscriber giveaway this week. So definitely stay tuned, because we may end up doing that. I would like to put a bow on that and get that shipped out to someone. But because the channel has gone from 4,000 to 4,200 already, we've kind of started talking about the 5,000. So more to come on all this stuff. Johnny Future's like, they can't get us all, right? If 5,000 people and me storm the zoo, they can't get us all. Oh, here we go. So Chuck is dropping the details. So Chuck says the Russo brothers are doing an Amazon TV series. The character's Blade Runner type guy in a interdimensional city with magic and science based in a bar. Okay, there we go. So that is Grimjack. So if you guys are interested in Grimjack, you may want to check that out. It sounds like the Russo brothers are involved in this thing, and the Russo brothers make pretty good movies. So check that out. Chris is saying, I'll gladly take that 4K slab. If you guys haven't watched the 4K slab video, you definitely want to check it out, because I think that this is one of the more cool projects that I have seen on YouTube, and I will gladly send this out to somebody out there in the comic book community that will really appreciate this piece, because I think it's really cool. TJ Watson is a nut. He's saying, make it a more realistic giveaway. He's talking about the sea monkeys were one of the biggest disappointments of his childhood. Brother, to you and me both. Okay, how many of us sent out for those sea monkeys? and didn't either get anything or got a bunch of garbage. Steven was telling me he sent out for, I think they were spider shooters, like Peter Spider-Man's spider shooters, and it was one of his greatest disappointments of his childhood as well. So I think I may have opted for the X-ray glasses, but the comic soldiers are storming the zoo, and we are taking no prisoners except for baby Gibbons. All right. You guys are hilarious. All right, people. WIS is like X-ray specs. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. X-ray specs in the back of the thing, and also that little bendy thing so you can get muscles. That one never showed up because I sent off for that one. That one never showed up. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me for a little bit. I definitely enjoyed you guys. I enjoyed these live streams. So we gave away this week's book to one lucky subscriber who will hopefully hit me up on email so I can actually get that book shipped out. We also showed this awesome book. If you came in late, this is this week's book. It is Uncanny X-Men 101. This is a 6.5 with white pages. My copy doesn't even have white pages, to be honest with you, but this is the book that is going to be given away this week, along with maybe some other random stuff like the 4K. We may shut that down. I may do another instant giveaway. I'm not quite sure, but we're going to have some fun with it. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. If you guys need to reach out to me, feel free to do so. Regie Collects on Instagram and regiecollects@gmail.com. If you need me, I am not too hard to find.